detective.
That's awesome.
Like, it finally happened. But anyway, that was awesome. So you guys should definitely check that out. She's pretty much nothing like Lizzie.
Yes. Yes. And she even has a pet dog who's doing just fine.
Oh, good.
So she says.
Good. Not skinned and hung up on a wall.
Correct. Correct.
For fun.
So she says.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about that. We're going to do our Deadcast Top 5. Then we're going to do an interview with Melissa. And then we'll do, our usual stuff, news and email and all that. So let's get started.
Attention shoppers, Deadcast Top 5 in 5, 4, 3, 2.
All right, it's Deadcast Top 5 this week. It's our top 5 highlights for season 4, episode 15, Us. What did you guys think? In general.
Yeah, I thought it was great. There's some frustrating aspects.
Sure.
Of the groups being broken up and the group that Daryl's with and
Frustrating in a way where you're like,
I just
wish
don't
they...
know if I like those dudes.
Yeah.
And I just, it's just, I don't really know. The leader guy seems okay. What's his name? Joe. There's something about him that I can jive with, but I don't know.
When they get, I want to see, I don't think we're going to get to see this, but I want to see them come upon some innocent people and see what they do.
Well, you did. You saw them. I mean, they went into the house and they acted very rudely.
Right.
For some strange reason, last night it clicked. Maybe I'm just slow. Not maybe. I am slow. But I didn't put it together that they were the ones in the house.
Oh, yeah.
I did not put that together.
So they're brutal bastards.
Yeah.
And it turns out they've got a vengeance thing going, and they've got their vengeance on for Rick.
But this episode, they seemed less. They seemed a little more honorable, maybe because they have this code.
Yeah,
claimed.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, I want to see what happens when they get to some innocent people, and then Daryl has to decide what to do. And of course, I would think that he would try to protect the people. He wouldn't join in on any brutality.
No, he's not going to revert back to feral Daryl.
Feral Daryl. I love it.
Well, what do you think?
I gave it a 4.8999, almost a 4.9 out of 5 brains, which is pretty good for me.
Wow.
I loved it. It gave me...
That's what you want. It's what you've been wanting.
It's what I've been wanting.
She's been saying that she doesn't like it just to see one or two people, that she wants to go back and forth between the groups in the episode,
Right.
And I want to see some groups come back together. And
it all happened for you.
It all happened for me.
It was like written. That episode was written for you.
Thank you, Walking Dead.
Not quite as impactful for me to see Glenn and Maggie reunite because I just saw them a week ago on a panel.
Yeah, whatever. You guys are totally together.
Yeah, don't lie. You've been hanging out.
Yeah.
I thought it was really a good, solid episode. A little uneven, but some really good stuff. The parts with Daryl were actually my favorite. I'll get into that a little more, but I gave it 3.9 gax. So let's go right into it. You want to go first?
Sure, why not? My number 5 was, I love the character of Dr. Eugene Parker with all of my heart.
Porter.
Yes, Porter. God,
I love him so much. I don't even know his name.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
He's so great. His little mullet has really worked its way into my heart. You know how I feel about Sherlock, Benedict Cumberbatch's Sherlock, right? And you know how...
I don't know how you feel. I'm going to go ahead and take a guess that you love him dearly.
Yeah.
With all your heart.
All of my heart.
You too?
Me too. Yeah.
There's something about weird.
Oh yeah, they're both sort
smart,
of Aspergery, huh?
Yeah,
yes,
they really
total
are.
Asperger's. Yes,
brilliant, which is sort of consistent with Asperger's because there's a lot of brilliant people on somewhere on the scale of autism, and also maybe a little socially awkward, which is also consistent. But really, I mean, he's so funny.
Thank you, by the way, I appreciate that.
He is. The guy who plays him, Josh McDermott, was on The Talking Dead last night after the show, and boy, that guy is smart and funny and well spoken. And he held his own against Stephen Yeun, who was also on The Talking Dead, and they both come from like an improv stand-up background.
Yeah, they're funny.
Yeah,
dudes.
And so I just love the fact also they made him very loyal by stopping at the tracks to get Tara and Glenn and basically saving their bacon. And just some of the things he says, like, That there is a video game worth a pre-order. I mean, stuff like that. You gotta just love the guy.
Yeah.
So yeah, Dr. Eugene Porter.
How do they keep their? Here's my thing though with Dr. Eugene and Abraham. Their hair is so perfect. I mean, it's like this perfectly, coiffed
Yeah.
mullets.
And his
so
is
the
red.
grooming.
Abraham's is all red.
Well, there's a lot of
Yeah.
free time in the apocalypse.
Yeah, I guess so. You're just like walking down the road and like.
Rosita's a hairdresser.
Yeah, maybe she's still wearing hoop earrings. I noticed that last time. I was like, that girl still has on hoop earrings.
That's dedication to fashion.
Well, if Lee Everett were around and he's from the game, for all these of those who know, he would not have that because anything a zombie can grab on.
Yeah, it's smart.
You got to get.
well,
rid
maybe
of that.
they're like the kind that break off really quick,
Right.
easily.
Yeah, break away.
They're like breakaway hoop earrings.
There you go.
And
There you go.
She had her bare midriff, when she was first introduced, and she, that
She's sassy.
shot came right out
She
of the
is
comic,
sassy.
but this time she was more covered up, and
Yeah.
so I think were they thinking, oh, they pushed it too far, or why was she more covered up this time?
She has a change of clothes. She's a sassy girl who likes to change it up.
Well, maybe it was a little cooler. Maybe the
Okay.
first day that we met her, it was
That's
like
right.
a hot day.
I think they just wanted to make it look just like the comics, but. Well, I don't know. A lot of people were complaining about that. I thought it was totally fine. Like, if you're 2 years in or whatever they are, or a year and a half into the zombie apocalypse, why not have a little fun
Yeah.
with things? You're not going to...
You're still going to be your own character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But those characters do seem a little too cartoony to me. I enjoyed his lines a lot, Eugene Porter's lines.
And Abraham's. I thought he had some good lines too.
Yeah, but they
that
just-
there is a long dark tunnel full of reanimated
Yeah.
corpses.
And I don't think they've ever used that term, reanimated, in this show so
it's
far.
brilliant.
Yeah, I
Just
like
total
that one.
yeah, me too. But I like them, but they seem like they came out of a different show and walked into this show almost. Not totally,
Yeah.
but a little bit,
Yeah.
I hope because Rosita actually seemed more grounded to me this time.
Yes,
did.
me too.
Yeah.
Which
And
I
her
liked.
and her relationship with Tara, or not relationship, but
Yeah.
she just seemed to have
Interactions.
good interactions.
And
it
her
was-
And she-
boobs are hypnotic.
She looked at she
can't
looked
stop
at
staring at them.
Dr. Porter and was like, "What is wrong with you?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
He hasn't said anything all that brilliant yet, by the way.
No, except that you can make a battery with a penny.
Oh, that's true.
That was sort of news to me. Maybe I knew that once, long ago, maybe in 5th grade, but I did not know that. So good tip.
I want to read.
Educational.
This was going to be later, but it's so apropos right now because you mentioned the mullet. So this is from an interview with Josh McDermott. They say on AMCTV.com, by the way. They say Eugene's mullet has become a defining character trait. Are you as connected to it as the fans? He says, I feel like Samson when I don't have my mullet on. Like I've lost all my power. Once it clips in, man, it's like I'm back. People have to respect the moment of the mullet. On set, we all joke about it. The hair people, they call it the mullet of life. And every once in a while, the mullet takes on a life of its own, and it will bite you. If you're walking too close to the mullet and like eating a sandwich, the mullet will try and take a bite of your sandwich. It has its own mind. So.
Adorable.
Okay, my number 5 is just my favorite part of this episode. The whole thing, Daryl, how they showed him kind of falling in with this group of marauders. When he got first approached by them, I was afraid that he would just be sort of pretending to go along, and they would have him held captive, like chained up or something. But what I wanted to see is him struggling with his old self, and I still think that he would still bolt if he saw his old friends or whatever.
Absolutely. Oh,
Absolutely.
for sure.
But you could tell that he was sort of settling in.
Well, I was surprised that
them.
he didn't bolt. Remember, they woke up and they were like,
Yeah.
I told
He's
you he'd be
gone.
gone. And like, I was just like, why is he not?
Yeah, he's
Why are
hanging-
you not
Right.
And the guy,
But-
Joe, the leader, did a very good job of manipulating him. Like he said, the thing about the cat, ain't nothing sadder than an outdoor cat that thinks he's an indoor cat. Which I don't quite get. What does an outdoor cat that thinks he's an indoor cat do?
A wild person who tries to like be tame.
Okay.
And by the way, I can think of a lot of things that are a lot sadder than that.
Yeah.
So what does
Just
the
saying.
cat? It just goes around and tries to be tame, but it can't help itself,
In
and it scratches its
its
owner,
heart is wild.
and it poops everywhere.
Right. I have an indoor cat that thinks she's an outdoor cat, and that's not sad at all.
No, that can be sad if they get out and then they get their ass kicked.
She thinks she's an outdoor cat, but she's really an indoor cat.
So later he says, Joe says, "We ain't good enough for you, huh?" And Daryl says, "You ain't exactly friendly." And he goes, "You ain't so friendly yourself." And so he's sort of trying to make Daryl feel like he's one of them. He says Terminus wouldn't want guys like us, saying using the us instead of you. When later on Daryl had a drink with Joe in the morning, and he said, "I ain't drank before dawn since before things started to fall apart." And Joe said, "Fell apart? Never looked at it like that. Seems to me things are falling together, at least for guys like us. Living like this, surviving, we've been doing this from the start," right? So he's sort of pegging Daryl as this guy, which we learned a couple episodes ago, who had to survive his whole life, and he's scrappy, and that he belongs with them. And I think Daryl started to maybe buy into it because he thought that whole claiming crap was bullshit at first, but then later when they find something on the tracks
strawberry,
that says claimed.
Yeah, it was like a radish.
I thought it was a radish, yeah.
It's a wild radish.
I don't know.
But
Wild Georgian radish. Yeah, he claimed it.
So anyway, it just seemed like he was starting to buy into it, didn't it? To you guys?
Yeah.
Maybe. But were you upset that he didn't go running after Beth? Like has he given up on that?
Well, I mean, she blazed out in a car. There's only so much running you can really
Exactly.
do.
How
And
can
he
he-
was like fried that when they found him, he was just sitting in the road. Like
He can't track her.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
She's in the
He
car,
was
just
Well,
like
you can
said.
track
was
it. I could
Dunskies.
track a car on a dirt road.
I can track a car on a dirt road.
For 50 miles.
You.
Wow. And we thought you was a city boy.
Tracking car to downtown San Francisco. On the Muni. No.
But I think at this point, there's strength in numbers, there's safety in numbers, and maybe he's just hanging out
Biding
with them
his
because,
time.
yeah, he doesn't have anywhere else to go.
The point, though, was that you could tell he was starting to think, and I also felt his relationship with Merle, like more dominant guys and oppressing him, and he did shrink away from them a lot. He put his head down a lot, and he fought back, but it seemed like he was the little brother again to me.
Well, they're headed to Terminus, so
Yeah,
I think at some point
to get Rick.
Right, and I think at some point they're going to have to make a choice.
He won't, though. Like when they say, "Oh, there he is, kill him," he's not gonna.
No way. No way.
Oh, that's my buddy.
Yeah.
And by the way, did they see Rick?
I don't think they did.
Oh, one guy did.
Oh, did they? I was
Yeah.
trying to figure that out too.
He said, Daryl said, "Did you see his face?" And he said, I forget the guy's name, but this guy did, and that's enough for a reckoning. So one guy knows what he looks like. And then Daryl should have said, does he, I don't know, have a bad Georgia accent? I don't know. Scratch that.
Well, maybe Rick can say, "Look, he took something that toilet was claimed." And so he sat there, and that's why I choked him out, because he took something that was claimed. I mean, maybe he followed the rules. They killed what's his name
They killed Len or whatever.
Yeah,
For
Len.
for taking the bunny.
and lying about it. Apparently, that has some.
Yeah, that guy was
severe-
pretty okay with that, though.
Yeah.
There was not a tear shed for that moment. He needed to go. That guy was
he
pretty
was a
horrible.
Dickhead.
So they're not
Yes.
against killing people. So really,
Yes.
what can they really do to Rick? I mean, what can they say?
One thing that I really liked also about these guys is when Joe said, when men like us cooperate a little bit, the world becomes ours. And he had these rules,
Yeah.
basically say claimed, don't steal, and don't lie, or you get beaten or killed if you mess up. And that was good, because I was always wondering, how could a group of just totally brutal guys like this function without killing each other? And this sort of explains it. They have these simple rules, and it totally reminded me of when in comic books like the Joker and Lex Luthor and all those villains team up, and I'm like, how do they function as a team without killing each other?
They have rules.
Yeah, they always lose, but anyway, that's all I had to say about
My
that.
number 4 was actually the exact same thing that you said, except you said it so nicely. I don't even want to retread that. Jeff Kobor is the name of the actor who plays
Joe.
Joe.
Oh, okay.
And I thought he did a great job.
He's been in some other things, huh?
He has. I want to say The Wire.
I don't know.
I meant to IMDb him. He's super familiar.
Yeah.
I know. I've seen him in like tons of things.
He was great.
Yeah.
I could also watch that guy talk about, the logic of their little existence for a long, long
Yeah.
time. I thought it was
It's
delightful.
interesting.
It was. It really was. So that was my number 4.
So I was trying to figure out the whole time what exactly happened in the tunnel. And I love the tunnel, first of all, just so long and dark, and hearing the zombie growls come from the inside. I started thinking, well, how did everybody else get past this? Because we know at least Maggie is ahead of him.
Right.
And then you find out. Did you get it? What
She
happened?
shot the.
Yeah.
She shot the.
But I didn't understand how that worked because, I was talking to David this morning at like 6 this morning. I'm like, I don't understand how Maggie did it. She shoots up at the ceiling of the tunnel. The rocks come down. Okay, so that means that if she's ahead, then she had to have shot behind her. But if she shot behind her, then she would have already been past the zombie horde. So I kind of don't understand the whole logic there, but I don't have to understand.
She
the
shot
logic.
and then ran as the rocks were falling. She ran in.
Oh, I like that. That's
I'm
good.
Really, really fast. She's really fast.
She is wily.
I guess the zombies were following them through the tunnel. Maybe they had to like get through them first, but
Okay.
I don't know.
I'll buy that. By the way, did you know that was a set?
No.
Completely manufactured
wow.
set. Yeah, they did a little on The Talking Dead last night. They did a little bit of a behind the scenes how they created the tunnel, and it was all plywood painted to look like concrete.
Oh, wow.
Like a concrete
Cool.
tunnel. It looked like a tunnel in Georgia. They did
looked like a tunnel.
They did a really good job. And then the inside of the set was that set in Sonoy.
What set? Oh,
The stage,
oh, the
sound
stage.
stage,
Oh,
yeah.
right.
I thought,
Maybe
wow,
probably where the prison
gotta
was.
be the tunnel. That's gotta be
the
a
tombs.
tunnel. No, that was all. And the rocks were styrofoam,
Yeah.
which is
Good.
really
I'm
cool.
so happy they're out and about and not stuck in one place. Although I wonder if Terminus will be the new set for the next year or something.
Terminus reminds me completely of the prison.
Yeah.
I don't know what to think of Terminus.
It's evil.
Yeah. And then she turns, just like, I don't know, there's like meat grilling. You're like, what? I don't know.
We're happy to have you for dinner.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I was going to try, like, maybe not talk about the whole cannibal thing, but everybody's saying cannibal.
Well,
Right. That's what everyone
want to
thinks.
spoil anything.
Well, we don't know.
We really don't know.
So we can conjecture. It's
Okay.
okay. Yeah.
There's just, there's
They're
something
cannibals.
weird. Yeah.
But wasn't it great when they came upon Terminus? I mean, when they came upon it first, and it looks like it's an old train roundhouse, so where the trains
Yeah.
go to get worked on.
That's what it is. Yeah.
And it's the giant sign in the window, Terminus, all the way through with the music and the slow build-up and
that
the
music
signs.
didn't fool me. That nice,
I
happy
loved it.
music.
I thought it was so good. And the signs to lower your weapons, you will be met, and then flowers, and then there's barbecue, and Mary's there. By the way, did you recognize Mary?
Yeah.
Oh, as the actress?
Yeah?
Yes, I did.
Did you ever watch Star Trek: The
Oh
Next
my God,
Generation?
yes.
I'm like Tasha Yar.
Yes, Data's girlfriend.
Right.
What bothered me most about them entering Terminus, though, and this is maybe just my OCDs, but they would go through gates and they wouldn't close and lock the gates behind
They
them.
did. I looked in the
Did
long
they?
shots. The second time I watched it, I look in the long shots because that bugged me too.
Okay.
And I'm like,
Well, people,
please,
come on.
they better have locked it.
All
The
right.
gates were closed in the long shots. I know
right.
it completely
'Cause I
bugged the
just
crap out of me too.
I wanted them to actually film them like
Yeah.
rechaining the. Yeah.
Yes.
All
Yeah,
right.
'cause
all
then you
right. Well, I
can't-
feel better now. I can
I know.
sleep tonight.
Me too.
Finally.
Right there.
Yeah, because I think based on the music that they picked, they wanted you to feel like kind of relieved, but that didn't work on you because you thought they were leaving the doors open. You're like, no.
Yeah, I was already stressing out over
the
just.
freaking door. I know that kind of stuff bugs me all the
They
time.
might be better off with a quick escape path with those open doors. Beyond
Don't
them.
say that. It's
Oh,
going to
come
be sunshine
on.
and
They're-
lollipops
it's gonna
and
be evil.
flowers.
But then what would be
There's
if
a
it
Starbucks
is?
in
Then
there.
what would be the
Yeah, the drama.
crux, the drama to
Yeah,
season
she doesn't
5?
care about that. She just wants to be all nice.
I want everyone to be happy.
Happy.
Come on. Don't worry. I'm always thwarted. Nobody ever lets any character in this show be happy for
Not
very long.
You should not play
No.
the Telltale Walking Dead game.
No.
It's happy, right?
Yes, it's happy. It's like about a little girl and sunshine and lollipops.
That sounds lovely.
Yeah.
She has a cute voice.
Yeah.
She does. She's a little bit older now, so she sounds a little bit more like this, but she's, it's cool.
It's all good.
Wow, the listeners out there who play the game, they just
Are-
got their minds blown.
Yeah.
It's so great.
I lost my train of thought.
I did too. Where are we?
I think we're on
Terminus?
Oh, I wanted to quickly mention that. So during his panel, Greg Nicotero mentioned how they've been doing these tribute zombies. Like they pick zombies from different movies, and the one where his guts fell out in the prison was from a zombie movie.
Yeah.
But he
like
said
homage
he said
zombies?
Yes, exactly. And he said in the panel, the biggest one is going to be next week. And I was thinking Bub, and I said, oh, Howard Sherman is here, the actor who played Bub. And he goes, uh-huh. And he didn't say anything else. And I was like, why did I say that? Because he probably didn't want to tell everybody, but it was Bub in the tunnel. You could see a zombie that looked just like Bub.
Wow. Was it played by the same actor?
This is Day of the Dead, which is the first
Okay, I was
movie
like,
that
wait a
Nicotero worked on with, well, first one he worked on, but it was with George Romero.
Yeah.
And there's this one zombie who they're experimenting on him, and he starts to have some intelligence, and he's like reading a book. So anyways.
Nice. Yeah, I'd have to rewatch it.
Yeah, you gotta rewatch that.
The best
scene.
of times.
You'll
It was
notice
the
Bub.
worst of times.
So I think it's your turn.
Okay,
number.
well, we were talking about zombies, so I'm just going to riff on zombies. The zombies were in fine form this week, and I thought that they were just. I mean, Greg.
The ones
Nicotero.
stuck in the rocks were really cool.
Yeah, that was really cool.
The best one for me, honestly, the best design, and one of the best zombie moments that I've seen has been when they showed in the tunnel the zombie and the light was showing through the zombie.
It was the skeletal zombie.
The light was showing through the zombie. I loved it. It made me so happy.
That was really cool.
And also, my zombie kill of the week was the Zed rubbing its cheek against the barbed wire, and it smears
Oh, that
his
was
cheek.
disgusting.
It was gross.
know.
And think
Yeah.
about that the next time you put cream cheese on a bagel, everybody.
Nice.
Just saying.
Thank you.
I also have a runner-up, which is
Wait, I don't get that joke.
because it looked like cream cheese on his face.
Oh, okay.
Tower. My runner-up was the Tower Fall by the Zed. Stupid zombie.
Yeah.
And
The one who got his cheek, I'm being totally picky, but he didn't die, did he?
yeah.
From that.
Oh yeah, he did.
He like
He did.
splattered, right? Didn't
No,
he
the
hit
one in the
ground
cheek.
like
They under his chin.
Yeah.
Got him. Yeah. So they got him. But,
Mine was
It was just a nice zombie effect.
I loved that one too, the splatter one, but that was
Yeah,
my second runner up.
just disintegrate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
his head
that's
just
nice.
blows up like
Like,
a
oh, that was easy.
balloon. But the one where Tara saw a zombie's head sticking out of one of those rocks and just stomped on it, and it broke in half.
Yeah. The first time, I don't think she got it. I think she got it on the second stomp.
Do you were you into this stuff before you got into the
we
game
shocking
and
you?
stuff like that?
Oh,
No, like I'm just curious if all the gore and stuff.
You mean like horror
Yeah.
zombies? Oh yeah.
You
Yeah.
were? Okay.
I've always since childhood.
Really?
I've always been into horror films and
No wonder we love you.
What's your
Yeah,
favorite
thanks.
one? Do you have one?
I'd say one that still creeps me out pretty damn good, no matter how many times I watch it, is The Exorcist, of course.
Yeah.
I've
That's
never
good.
seen that. Because my mother was like, "You can't watch this."
Sorry, my mind was just blown.
I know. I didn't. Did I know
I've
you
seen
haven't
the
seen
scene.
it?
It's very effective.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's so
It's kind of
freaking
scary to me,
Yeah.
even more for not having seen it. I've seen
Yeah.
little scenes
Oh, you
like her
should
crawling
probably
around and stuff.
Yeah, no, she
Yeah.
goes down the stairs
Yeah.
and like that backwards.
Disgusting.
All right,
It's
I
just
should
so
probably
bad.
watch that.
We
Yeah,
should
yeah.
all get together sometime and watch that. Have
Yeah,
Exorcist
just thinking
night.
about it.
I know.
Phantasm. Did you see that one?
I'm sure I have. It's been
That-
years and years.
The
and
tall
years.
mortuary, the tall man.
Yeah. I never
with
saw that.
white hair.
Yeah.
I've already talked about it too much on the podcast, but
Yeah, all of those movies. I think Nightmare on Elm Street was another one that I saw,
Yeah.
and I was just
Evil Dead 2.
Oh yeah, I've seen
that's
all of those.
funny.
Yeah, those have more. Some of the
delightful.
zombie ones are. I'm trying to think of like one that like a zombie one that. Well,
That
actually, there's a
scared
lot
you.
of really effective zombie
Yeah,
movies.
the
I'm
28 Days Later,
Ah.
if you consider that.
Right,
zombie.
they were infected.
It doesn't
Not
count.
zombies. The whole debate. Yeah, no, I've been into it. So this is nothing
See,
shocking here.
Some
Good.
stuff that, like, what I love about zombies is somebody who used to be your friend is now about to kill you, and
Right.
they are mindless, and that just touches some place in me that's like, oh. And so sometimes with like 28 weeks later and days later, which maybe isn't technically zombies because they're not undead. That fits more what I like about them than some of these newer ones. Like, I loved it, but Warm Bodies, where they're like kind of nice, and
I never saw that.
And like, or just like Fido or other zombie movies that kind of go away from that concept of they're
Scary
mindless and yeah. Anyway, we're getting way off track here. So where are we?
You're number
3.
Yeah.
So this episode was called Us, and there was a lot of different sort of examples of what keeps people together, which I thought was cool. I loved the juxtaposition between Carl and Michonne playfully sharing this candy bar, and then he sweetly broke it in half for her, and then the very next scene is Daryl and this guy fighting over a bunny that they had to chop in half.
That's a good point. I didn't think of that.
That's so hilarious. But I'm not sure how that ties in with what I'm saying right now. But anyways, like identity, like I think that's what holds Daryl's group together. They all consider themselves of a same type, just bad dudes, you know.
Right.
Love, like Glenn, he's with Abraham and all those guys, but as soon as he sees the Maggie sign, he just bolts because his us is with Maggie. That's like a stronger force. Carl, Michonne, and Rick seem like a family to me. So that it feels like family, but Sasha, her most important thing is to find her brother. So that's family that keeps them together.
Yeah.
And then like with Abraham, he's got this strong mission. So it's sort of necessity to find people just to help him accomplish his mission. So different forms of us, I guess, is the point of that.
Wow, that's great. I like that. Yeah.
That's my essay for the week.
That's good.
That
Deep,
works.
man,
That's
deep.
probably why they called it Us. And it'll be interesting
Yeah.
to see your theory about why they call this next episode A.
Isn't that a train? Oh, because the Daryl Fonzie connection.
He jumps his motorcycle over Terminus and it's the best thing the town's seen.
I have more Fonzie stuff later on.
Okay.
But A is a train thing, isn't it? Like train A, maybe. I think it has something to do with
It's
trains.
also a letter of the alphabet.
Yeah, but they're at a train station, so I think it might have something to do with
Maybe
that.
that is what it is. It's one of the ones that I think is the most confusing of all the titles. You could sort of imagine what Us would be about, but A, no idea.
Oh, I'm telling you, it's going to have something to do with trains.
Okay, that sounds good. I wouldn't mind. I like trains. I thought this was a great good/bad Glenn episode, and I will explain. The good parts are like he reads the sign from Maggie, and like you said, he takes off running, and at the very last second when he's running, he's like, just bing, he takes off and he runs, and at the last second it shows him and he kind of smiles at the very end. And I started crying when I saw that. I was like, you know what? I would totally smile too. I mean, he just found out that his wife is still alive.
I like that too.
I loved it. And the reunion with Maggie was so great. I had closed my eyes and sort of hidden my eyes, and David's like, no, look who it is. And I saw that it was Maggie, and it was great. And I cried again.
Do you close your eyes a lot
Yeah.
when you're watching the show?
I have to, that's why I have to, one of the reasons why I
Rewatch it?
Yeah. I watch it twice because this time I keep my eyes open the whole time.
Really?
I know. Isn't that sad?
No,
But it's true.
It's interesting.
Yeah, that's why. 2 times, folks. 2 times. Bad. I thought that going into the tunnel of doom was crazy. I shouted at the TV, as I do, don't go in there, Glenn! So, of course, Tara gets trapped, like we knew it was going to happen. And,
Yeah, she keeps falling and trapping and
yeah.
she's got a
Yeah, exactly.
And she's
some bad
sort of
luck in the end.
got this Charlie Brown vibe going on. She has
kinda
this
does.
sad look on her face all the time.
Right, exactly. The sad Charlie Brown music playing. But I thought...
accidentally led to the death of an old man.
do, 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 do.
That's good.
But, and she also had the please forgive me speech. And so I thought, since she made right with Glenn, I thought, oh, okay, she's definitely going to die. And that's what's going to happen.
She might.
But she didn't this time. She got saved at the last second. And I also thought...
That's because now we've had Tyrese, the whole thing about what's going to happen when Carol tells Tyrese, or he finds out. And now that that's resolved, now we have to wonder what's going to happen when Maggie finds out that Tara was with the group that killed Herschel. I don't like that. It makes me feel tense.
It makes me feel tense too. But I have a feeling that since she helped save Glenn, that she has now,
she'll be all right.
Yeah.
Well, now they've lied about it, so that might not.
Yeah, it might just
well.
get swept under the.
It may be.
Sasha and Bob know
as
her,
things
right?
do.
Don't Sasha and Bob know Tara because they were
she
at the
was in
prison. And hopefully Sasha and Bob are bad with faces. Maybe they saw them.
Because Maggie was there at the prison too, but I think it was just so much going on that she didn't remember her or something.
I hope she never finds out. Because that won't be good. That won't be good. But okay,
she will.
A good Glenn thing again, that he tried to save Tara and he wouldn't leave her. That's nice. And then when he introduces her to Maggie, he describes her as the kind of person who, she's that kind of person. She helped out. She jumped in when she didn't need to. So it was really, really sweet.
Yeah, he saved her.
So,
although that was my first thought is, ooh, you just lied to Maggie minutes after having reunited with her.
Nice to
but it was
base
nice
your
to
marriage on lies,
yeah.
Glenn.
I liked him better when he was all awkward, when he was first trying to hook up with Maggie, because it was fun and funny. But this episode, I think I liked him better than I have in a while. He just had this heroic thing going on, which was cool.
What did you think about his decision to go into the tunnel?
I thought it was exciting.
I wouldn't have done it. Not in a million years.
No, I would've
I heard
gone around.
the zombies in there. I was like, oh.
No, it's
Hell
find
no.
a place to go around.
Yeah, just go
As it
around.
turns out, they got a car, and then they could have gone around the lazy way.
Right, it only took them like 3 minutes to like drive around to the other side of the tunnel.
Right.
No, we'll walk through and risk imminent death.
Thanks
It's all
for the
good.
flashlight.
right. Yeah.
And when Tara was walking in all, mopey, she didn't even look like she was holding a weapon. And I thought, you know what? I'd have knives in both hands.
Yeah, I'd be like a walking blade. Sharpen my skin, whatever I don't.
Just go like that through the tunnel.
Get a
Like
lawnmower.
kicking like those musicians on the street with a tambourine and drums all attached to their body.
Except very sharp. I always say in this show that the zombies are kind of clumsy and actually pretty easily dealt with, so the characters kind of have to be stupid in order for it to be exciting.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking about the game right now, and I don't feel like that as much with the game. Like, I don't think I feel as much like, why are you doing that?
With the game?
Yeah. Am I missing something? Or, because a lot of times with the show, people pick on them like, I would never have done that.
Yeah.
But with the game,
More of those
it's
moments.
more natural, maybe. I don't know.
With the game, I feel like maybe they aren't they're in still horrible,
Danger.
sketchy, dangerous situations, but it's never like Clementine wouldn't choose to like,
Do
oh, well,
something
maybe I'll
dumb.
just walk into this tunnel. I don't know.
Because you're in
Screw it.
control of her. And I'm not going in.
And that's how like stupid Clementine sounds. Well, I guess I'll just go do that.
I
don't know why.
Had a few.
Yeah, exactly. Essence of Barney. That's true. Actually, I've never thought of that.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, can I go now? Is it my turn?
do it.
All right,
do it.
my number two. I liked some of the dialogue, even though I did feel like it felt out of place. It was still funny, like when Joe chopped the bunny in half, and then he said, "Claimed." That's all you got to say. Hey, an ass end is still an end. When Joe said, "You're a cat person," I am. Loved them since I was 3-year-old. Vicious creatures. Like that's what he likes about them. That they're vicious. Then Abraham said, "No, the reanimated corpses thing. You already said that." And then Eugene later said, as they were separating from Glenn and Tara, it looked like there was going to be a moment. He's like, "You're both good people. I have to say, you're seriously hot, Tara."
I love that.
And that was all he had to say.
If we could all just be that honest.
Yeah.
Honestly.
And she liked it. She said, "I like girls." And he said, "I'm well aware of that," which I'm not sure I believe. But she kind of smiled. So she had a sense of humor about it, which I was happy about.
It's kind of adorable, right?
So maybe I should challenge myself to just say exactly the truth for like a week or something.
See how it
what
feels.
happens. Okay.
In between recording the
As soon
episode.
as you guys leave, I'll start.
Yeah. Start right now.
Okay.
That's the stupidest shirt I've ever seen, Melissa.
Had to look. No, that's nice.
Oh, thanks. Yeah.
Okay, your turn.
Okay, so actually we've gone through mine.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm going to give you a note for mine, which is that the Michonne and Carl doing their little contest, I thought was adorable for the candy bar contest.
I like that too. And like I thought their interaction.
Yeah, that sounded sci-fi. That was cool.
That's my new movie, Interreaction.
Interreaction.
You're welcome.
Was a little forced or something, but this time I thought it was very
Sweet,
good,
right?
very well done.
Yeah. Who doesn't want to walk on the rails when you're on?
Yeah, it was
tracks?
cute.
Well,
and
and they're little dynamic. They're little. I don't know. They're.
It's like a brother, sister, mother, son
Yeah.
thing.
Whereas
like
I was
it.
saying, of course, I had to go with the dirty place. I'm like, well, maybe in a few
Oh,
years.
that's right. And she was saying that before we
Shonen.
started, and I'm like, I get flack for saying Daryl and Beth, but I mean Carl and Beth, but I like Carl and Michonne.
I mean, I know there's a bit of an age difference there, and I'm sure people are
You
like,
said
what?
after a
You're
while.
crazy. After a while.
Yeah.
There's slim pickings after.
I mean,
the
what are you
zombie
gonna do?
apocalypse.
What are you gonna do?
Right, you have to repopulate the earth somehow.
Exactly.
Come on.
I like it, Melissa.
Thank you.
So I just had some random things about Abraham's group. I liked how Eugene was proud of navigating terrain, both real and virtual, which means he's played video games.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
I didn't understand what he meant when he said, I'm formally requesting a straight up do-over on that one, but they referred a couple of times to some bad incident that happened that wiped out a bunch of their previous group, I think. That's what they're getting at.
They said they lost like 8 people or something.
But I guess we don't really, either I missed something or we don't really know the details about that, right?
I don't think we know the details.
Abraham showed beyond a doubt that he was a good guy because he gave his last canned food to, or not last, but gave his canned food to Glenn and Tara and a flashlight. I like that. Michael Cudlitz was totally awesome at Walker Stalker Con, by the way. Did you get a chance to
I didn't get a
talk
chance to
him at all?
meet him. No, I didn't.
He's just really
I saw him, but I
super
didn't-
grounded. And
Yeah, he seems like
dude.
a cool guy. I like, sorry, just real fast. Someone said, Miss Charles.
Sure.
that or what?
All right, shippers.
Anyways, sorry.
So he was super cut too. Like
He's a beefy dude.
yeah. And
Yeah.
you know,
Did you see him with the
Abraham in the comics.
Yeah,
is-
he was walking
No,
around.
you could tell
with
the
his
shirt. In the backstage, yeah. Abraham in the comics is cut. And, you know, when I saw him on the show, I was like, ooh, not quite as cut. But he finished Southland, Michael Cudlitz, and then, which I guess he was cut on there. And then he like decided, oh man, I'm tired of that. I'm going to relax for a while. And then they're like, oh, you got Walking Dead. It starts in 3 weeks. So he's like, oh crap, and started working out again. But now he's like looking pretty
That's
good.
what we all need. Like, we're going to pay you $1 million in 3 weeks for you to lose 20 pounds. Like,
Yeah,
okay.
all right. And get famous.
And we're going to send a personal trainer to your house.
Right. Yes. And a chef.
Totally.
Yeah.
That'd be
Dang it.
awesome.
Yay.
The whole claimed, I got a bunch of notes this time. The whole claimed thing, I think could get annoying really fast because they'd just be like, claimed all the time.
Yeah. God.
And
Yeah.
one guy might just be like,
Claim,
Mr.
claim.
Claimer, yeah.
Right.
You're like, okay, man, dude, you're pushing it.
One thing.
I thought everyone, Abraham said everyone has a mission. So I was like, what are their other missions? Abraham and Rosita, they want to save the world by getting Dr. Porter to Washington. Dr. Porter supposedly wants to deliver his cure to Washington. Is that what he's doing? Though he does stop to make sure Glenn and Tara are okay. Glenn wants to find Maggie. Maggie wants to meet Glenn in Terminus. Tara, I think, wants to make amends to Glenn, and otherwise she's sort of aimless or confused. Sasha wants to find Tyrese. Bob just wants to hang out with Sasha, pretty much. Rick, Michonne, Carl, Carol, Tyrese, they all are going to Terminus. The bad guys want to find and kill Rick. Judith wants milk and cuddles.
Yeah, I know.
Who doesn't?
That's all. I thought it was interesting that the bad guys look even dirtier than everybody else somehow.
Did they?
I thought so. They
They
look
look a little
Grungy.
grungy.
because nobody's looking all that clean. But I thought it was really good to see Rick because we haven't seen him in so long,
And he
even though it's just for a
Yeah,
second.
I know he actually had like a lighthearted
Yeah.
moment on the tracks.
And he looked serious until he turned around and saw them goofing around. and then
Having
he
a
got
little
happy.
candy bar contest. And Carl sharing his candy bar with Michonne is such a sweet moment.
It was like right out of a Hershey bar commercial.
yeah, so sweet.
I don't buy that Carl would beat Michonne in a game of balance on a train track.
Yeah, she's pretty much a ninja.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just all there is.
That's-
to it. And he's like a gangly, pubescent boy. The people can't see me right now, but I'm making gangly motions.
Pubescent boy.
Yeah.
But maybe she let him win. That's what I was thinking. I liked it when Abraham got in the car and it said, "Let Mona be" on the windshield.
Let Mama be.
Oh, is that what it said?
Oh, I
Let
couldn't.
Mama be.
Oh, okay.
I had to stop
couldn't-
it.
I didn't
'cause
catch that.
I can't read backwards very well, so I had to stop
Yeah.
it, and I was like, "Let Mama be." Yeah,
But I thought it was cruel to leave Mama in the car like that. Only Lizzie would do such a thing.
Right.
he's just chilling in the car.
What else? I liked seeing Glenn walk around with riot gear because that's out of the comic. When Sasha pointed to Eugene, Dr. Porter, and said, "He just said he knows what caused the outbreak," then I would think people would say, "Oh yeah, what?"
What? Can I just add
But he
on
would
that?
say, "That's classified."
Well, you know what? It kind of pisses me off, this whole it's classified stuff, because
I'm like,
if
who
you
cares
thought that, if you
anymore?
thought that a man could save the world, wouldn't you tell everyone you met how to do it and not rely on that?
yeah, in
the-
hopes that somebody could get to
yes,
Washington,
exactly. You tell
D.C. if that still exists.
everybody. Okay, everybody, here's how to cure it. Now
Right.
go.
Someone go, run with
'Cause
it.
Unless one, now they're counting on getting this one guy who's done a very good
Right.
shot to Washington, D.C. I think and he won't tell anyone it's classified. But I think that was a bad move. So logically, I have a beef with that.
Yep. I don't want to say what I think because it's spoilery because if it's so far there right out of the comics. So anyway,
Really? Have you read the comics?
I haven't read up to where
Up
we're at
to where
now.
we're at now,
yeah.
So you don't know.
No,
That's
I
cool.
don't.
That's good.
I know.
I wish
In
I
a world of
didn't
mystery.
know. And then finally, just Terminus. It just seems like an evil place to me. I was gonna mention this might be spoilery. I don't know. People are all conjecturizing that it might be cannibalism. One listener sent in her theory, or his theory. His name is Christopher Erdley. He said, "My theory, Rick and Daryl dispose of the group of thugs and everyone makes it to Terminus. Everyone sitting down and eating steaks, quote unquote, and having a good time. Very end of the episode, it cuts off to a very dark place and shows Beth cut up and that group has been eating her. What do you think?"
Oh yeah, she's like missing a leg.
I'd be glad I'm a vegetarian as all I'm gonna say.
You're like, "Do you have any
Yeah.
radishes?"
Yeah, wild Georgia radish.
All right. Anything else you guys want to bring up about it? I think that was pretty well covered.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just really excited for next week.
Yeah,
That dog just barks constantly.
constantly. I don't even hear it.
I'm numb to that dog barking.
Last time
Poor
she's like,
baby.
"The dog barked, go get the door," because Daryl went to get the door when the
dog
dog
barked.
barked.
Oh, does the dog belong to this house?
No, but
Oh,
you
I'm
know,
like, well, then let's let it in. Bunch of
touch
assholes.
it and pet it. You go outside during the
dog.
podcast. So, what do you think? I'm sad it's almost over, but I'm excited for next week. I think it's going to be a brutally horrible episode.
And I'm going to be in Washington D.C. I'm not even going to be around.
But you
I
can
don't know if
still
I'm going to
watch
have
it, right?
access to a TV.
What are you doing?
I mean, I'm
iTunes.
I'm kind of a vacation family.